MATW faithful watching worldwide. Main event, Brent Fleener here with you. Uncharacteristically without my partner. No problem. We don't have a tag team champion crowned. No problem. Need a tournament to do that? No problem. It's coming up right now.
The following match is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what I will refer to as the Heavier 8 tournament.
By Brittany Marie, two members of the legendary Anderson family with a combined weight of 500 pounds. The Pain Train, Kristen Quinn, and ECW original, the Rottweiler, C.W. Anderson. They are the Extreme Horsemen.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, your number one seeded Extreme Horsemen, a duo known
And their opponents,
for nights like this.
from Angel Grove, and now residing in Hill Valley, California, weighing in at 185 pounds. He is McFly, and his tag team partner from Fort Liberty, North Carolina, weighing in at 196 pounds. He is Matthew Ennis.
And so it is the impromptu team of Party McFly. Matthew Ennis will be facing off against arguably the class of this tournament, quite honestly. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for joining us for what will be a monumental night in the history of this corporation, I can guarantee you. Referee Bill Olson now proceeding with the formalities. Party McFly has seemingly checked out, as has his partner, Matthew Ennis. And welcome to the Heavier 8 tournament, as it were. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, 8 teams will enter the foray. 1 will leave this facility, the MATW studios, as your brand new MATW MATW Tag Team Champions. Party McFly, his partner Matthew Ennis, urging this capacity standing room only crowd to get involved. They have indeed done so. Collar and elbow now. It'll be the bigger member of the Extreme Horsemen, the enforcer as it were, Preston Quinn, the Pain Train, aptly named, if you will, wrenching the arm now. Oh wait, nice reversal by Ennis. Wrenching now on the left arm of the bigger Preston Quinn. Oh, now to his knees. Oh, what a amateur-like wrestling maneuver. by Preston Quinn, his partner, world-renowned the Rottweiler himself, C.W. Anderson, waiting patiently on the outside of the ring in his corner. These two men have, at every chance, told you exactly. Oh, wait a minute now. Bill Olson right on top of the action. Oh, that's going to get him in trouble, perhaps. Shoulders on the mat, maybe just could possibly find a 3 count from Bill Olson. And now leg scissors administered by Preston Quinn, agonizing pain. It looked like Matthew Ennis was in. Oh, what a drop kick now, and wisely Quinn to the floor to perhaps gather his thought, wind, and maybe a little bit of his senses. Boy, I'm telling you, athletic drop kick indeed by Matthew Ennis, finding its mark. PQ had just about enough for a moment and certainly proved so by tagging in his partner. Again, a man who is well-traveled certainly is an understatement. This man has seen, done, and been a part of it all. Ennis now also following suit will tag in his partner. The first chance we'll see Party McFly in this one. Young man is in quite awesome condition, but much smaller than his competitor. Collar and elbow now cast off by CW. Oh, big shin now to the guts of Party McFly, followed by a chop. And I guarantee you he felt it, and it was heard reverberating through this arena. Shoulder tackle. Holy mackerel. Step over now by Anderson. Oh, wait a minute. Ill-timed, but was able to gather himself and throw a chop of his own that most certainly landed flush onto the chest of Anderson. Now both members of the impromptu team of McFly and Ennis are in the ring. Ennis would be your legal man now. Headlock. Wrenching in on CW. Weight cast off now onto that side rope. And what this duo has come to be known for, and that is quite honestly taking every advantage to help and or aid his partner regardless of whether or not the rule book will allow it or not. Really makes no difference to them. Huge chop on the outside, you heard from PQ, and then just bludgeoning like was a headbutt into the corner post now of Ennis. Main event, Brent Fleener here with you. Quite honored indeed to be amongst you. Thank you for joining us here at MATW Live for the culmination, the crowning of our first ever MATW Tag Team Champions. Oh, big boot now from Quinn. Oh, another. Ennis will most certainly, he felt it within the first seconds of receiving it, but I guarantee you it'll be a different feeling tomorrow morning for this young man. Oh, going to work now is Preston Quinn. And of course, C.W. Anderson may be a little jealous as to him not being able to get a little action in, and does so behind the back of referee Bill Olson. Handful of tights now is Preston Quinn, able to drag Ennis to his knees, then to his feet, and then dumping him unceremoniously with that huge clothesline. Holy cow. These men are automatons, machines that have been, quite honestly, preparing for this night for almost an entire career, I would imagine. The MATW heavyweight champion was crowned here at MATW Studios some 30 days ago. Oh, McFly now, a house of fire. My goodness, right upon right, finding its mark. Oh, high hip toss now. Can it possibly? Oh, wow. Only a 2. I would call it 2 3/4 by referee Bill Olson. So very close. Oh, that just might be enough. It is, in fact,
And your winners, the Pain Train, Preston Quinn.
Ladies.
CW Original, the Rottweiler, CW Anderson. They are the Extreme Horsemen.
MATW faithful, don't go anywhere. As you heard the lovely April Bailey utter through the speaker system, your winners in their round 1 matchup, the number 1 seeded and odds-on favorite, quite honestly, to win the entire shooting match. The Extreme Horsemen. Beautiful piece of hardware, Mr. Quinn, indeed.
The following match is scheduled for 1 fall with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first,
Well, oh well. The King's favorite duo, or so according to them. Don't believe me, just ask them. They don't mind telling you.
by Lord Salazar from Newcastle, England, weighing in at 32 stones. Sean Denny, Mark Denny, they are the Geordie Bulldogs.
Hey, that's as close as you'll get to these tonight, I guarantee you. Mark Denny coming over. Always so pleasant are the Denny brothers, the Geordie Bulldogs. No stranger, certainly, to nights like this one. Can they crack the code? Only time will tell. Thank you for joining us again, MATW faithful. Main event, Brent Fleener here.
And their opponents,
Mark Denny now throwing his various pieces of clothing at April Bailey, thinking he's at the changing room at Macy's or something. Everybody! Boy,
from Yorktown, USA, with a combined weight of 480 pounds, Brutal Bob Evans, Tough Tim Hughes.
it feels,
Tough Guy Eats.
it feels a little tougher in here. And for good reason. Oh, wait a minute, not waiting for bells, formalities, or anything else. Tough Guy Inc. charging onto the scene here. And boy, let me tell you, both Bulldogs neutered at the moment. Oh, wow. Tough Tim Hughes, Brutal Bob Evans. What else would you have expected? And both Bulldogs have powdered to the outside, where they have huddled with Lord Salazar on whatever advice he has to give. I guarantee you a wheelbarrow full ain't gonna help him tonight. Tough Guy Inc. always, without question, ready for whatever task lay ahead of them. Of late, it'll be the brothers from across the pond, the Nightmare Twins indeed, the Geordie Bulldogs. Oh, wait a minute now, nice whip by, oh my! That'll teach you, Marky, to get involved. Still not, oh, wait a minute now. The extracurricular on the outside of the ring apparently did take Brutal Bob Evans' mind off the match, uncharacteristically, I might add, just long enough for Denny to land that huge shin and knee right into the sternum of Brutal Bob Evans. My goodness, wait! Guillotine-like choke of Brutal Bob being administered by Sean Denny, and then, got his arm around Bill Olsen like they're old fishing buddies. Over to the far side of the ring now, opposite the broadcast position. Wait a minute, Brutal Bob, thank goodness, making it to his feet, trying feverishly, desperately to get Sean Denny off his feet, unable to do so at this particular moment now. The wider Denny entering the contest. You know, I've said for years, if Sean Denny were 2 inches shorter, he'd be, or Mark Denny were 2 inches shorter, he'd be completely round. That takes nothing away. All jokes aside from the wrestling repertoire of this brother tandem from Newcastle, England. Brutal Bob is either stunned from those shots, or wait a minute, it's what I thought. Secondly, and that is, give me one more, Denny. Just absorbing those huge shin kicks from Sean Denny is Brutal Bob. Wow. Rearranging the laundry and dentistry of Sean Denny is Brutal Bob. That huge shoulder tackle, missile-like in its delivery. And now here comes Tough Tim Hughes. Not to be outdone by his partner, he is laying waste to anything with a Union Jack on it. Oh my! Clotheslines galore! Both Denny's now landing on their brains in opposite corners, courtesy of one Tough Tim Hughes. Back and forth, the carnage continues to be unleashed on the Denny brothers, and now Brutal Bob back to his feet, rights, elbows, and now Tough Tim sneaking up on Denny. Sean Denny in the back, completely laying Sean Denny to waste for the moment. Oh wait, this might not be the smartest thing, but wound up winning the match for them. It was Tim Hughes going to the high rent district. And I mean a whirlwind of action in this one. It was, in fact, Tough Guy Inc. outlasting the tenacious onslaught at times of the Geordie Bulldogs. To matriculate up the ladder in this tournament.
The following match is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first.
God bless Texas, and God bless whiskey business.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are ruthless roughnecks that we all know in life.
149 pounds, Johnny Ryder and Drayden Marshall. They are whiskey business.
Ne'er-do-wells and malcontents. The tandem who have just entered this arena and are standing on the apron are without peer in any of those categories. Braden Marshall, Johnny Ryder,
Their opponents,
whiskey business. However,
from the Carolinas with a combined weight of 342 pounds, Christopher Prince and Nathan Cross. They are Bad Magic.
their opponents are outweighed. They are very much outseasoned. They have not been a tag team as long as the aforementioned whiskey business. How about this, ladies and gentlemen? None of that matters. These two young individuals, Nathan Cross, Christopher Prince, also known as Bad Magic, will magic strike here tonight? Will they find the right magic to crack the code? Ladies and gentlemen, some folks in the know absolutely give these gentlemen zero shot. As long as there is bad magic, there's always a chance. I can assure you, they will not be outfought, they will not be out-wrestled, and they will not be outlasted. I don't know if it's crazy brave or just complete lunacy on their parts. They do not possess the gene to give up, give out, or give away anything. Collar and elbow now. We will, in fact, have a wrestling contest as Johnny Ryder unceremoniously dispatches the young Christopher Prince as if he were veritably weightless. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the heavier 8 tournament unofficially. Officially, we are crowning here tonight the first ever MATW Tag Team Champions. Front face lock now by the smaller Christopher Prince. Ryder, oh wait, nice reversal. Wrist lock now, vice-like in its approach. Oh, reversal by Prince. And now the larger man, Johnny Ryder, wrenching in on that headlock. And it is literally like the jaws of a vice. Johnny Ryder, a very large individual. Oh, leapfrogging Ryder, and then finding the soles of the boots of Nathan Cross is Johnny Ryder. And now we will see The first action provided by Nathan Cross. Oh, nice maneuver now. I mean, avoiding a huge splash from Ryder was the young Nathan Cross. Huge elbow and or forearm squarely landing into the dentistry of Johnny Ryder. But wait a minute, Marshall goes over to that far corner and just grabs a handful of the locks of Nathan Cross, which put him to his back and gave his partner the ultimate opportunity to take certain advantages and liberties. And now we'll see the Lariat reborn. That is, oh, huge elbow now by Braden Marshall, my word. Todd Myers now administering only a 2 count. Whiskey Business, quite honestly, folks, just nasty pair of guys. Absolute dastardly, and will do whatever tilt-a-whirl backbreaker as you just witnessed, or whatever it takes to get over the hump. And now Nathan Cross showing the signs of the onslaught that has been Whiskey Business for some 2 minutes now. Oh, flung into the near corner here, closest to the broadcast position is Nathan Cross. Another tag now. Ryder will re-enter the contest. Oh, atomic drop, followed by a size 13 right to the mush. How that wasn't a 3 count, I will never be able to tell you. They had eradicated the young Nathan Cross, but wait, as earlier indicated, no give up at all. And these two youngsters, who, as you will remember, ladies and gentlemen, were foes, the staunchest of, I might add, and decided they could accomplish more in this glorious sport by forging a partnership. They have not been apart since that night and have proven, wow. I'm telling you, Whiskey Business threw Nathan Cross into the air. I thought his back was going to scrape the rafters in this joint. How he continues to kick out, to find the will to continue is absolute amazement. Oh, twice now. Just bludgeoning the back of Nathan Cross. Oh, wait a minute now. Reversal back cross. He has, in fact, tagged his partner, Prince, who will somehow find the way to fight off 2 of these gargantuan individuals. That is Whiskey Business ducking the clothesline. Oh, tilt-the-world DDT. Ryder might be out. He absolutely might be unconscious. Oh, wait a minute. Almost. Almost. A 3 count. What a maneuver. Came absolutely just like lightning out of nowhere. Todd Myers can't believe it either. And now Prince to the high rent district, proving to be unwise. Oh boy, that will mess up a weekend. Big right now by Braden Marshall. Huge double axe handle to the back by Ryder. And now gut wrench to his shoulder. Oh, wait! On the outside now, Nathan Cross. Here we go! Oh, my! He has done it!
Your winners, Christopher Prince and Nathan Cross. Bad Magic.
Friends, I'm not sure how it happened or if I even witnessed it in the first place. Bad Magic will continue through this tournament. Congratulations, young men. My God, it was incredible.
The following match is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first.
MATW faithful, the sound reverberating through this arena. The MATW studios.
North Carolina, with a combined weight of 480 pounds. They are the men in charge, G-Money and Gemstone. They are XLG.
Is the familiar sound that occurs just before two individuals lay the wood to somebody. I'm talking about G-Money, Jim Stone, the athletic anomaly known as XLG. Could be wrong, I don't think so.
And their opponents.
These men just might be the first ever to wear the gold that lays on the table before me. No computer to sort it out. All the business at MATW happens on the opposite side of those ropes.
State Hospital with a combined weight of 550 pounds. Dimension Bradley and Joe King. They are the real life freaks.
Honored, thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, we are joined. I'm not sure how they are. I'm just glad that they are friends of mine. The favorite team of my cohort and broadcast partner, Alexander B. Thomas, who unfortunately isn't here tonight to witness possibly the real life freaks walking out of here. Would it not be amazing if these two individuals, Joe King and Demented Bradley, walk out of here donning the tag team championship in our sport? Bill Olson will most certainly have his work cut out for him tonight. And need I remind you, I surely shouldn't have to, these four individuals, no strangers to one another. They are quite acquainted. You will in fact remember that XLG were the first tag team to level a defeat onto the record of the Real Life Freaks. Referee Bill Olson signals for the bell and gets it, and we are off and running, although XLG preoccupied with the chiding of this capacity standing room only crowd. Collar and elbow now, off and running as it were. And it is G-Money with the first bit of offense in here. Oh, wait a minute, shot off by Joe King is G-Money, and now that might not be the smartest thing to do there, G-Money. You know he's already imbalanced. Making him mad certainly isn't going to help things because he hits folks when he's not mad. And now, headlock of his own by Joe King, tagging his partner. We will see, in fact, early on, the demented one himself, Bradley, has entered the ring. Holy cow! Scooping up G-Money, a man who weighs somewhere in the 230, 240 category, as if he were picking up the groceries. My heavens. Shoulders now, 2 huge ones administered, and now, of course, Demented Bradley, Joe King don't mind using one another as weapons. Headlock takeover. Oh! By Joe King, 2 count only. Certainly wouldn't have expected any more than that. Leg wasn't hooked, and G-Money certainly ain't going down like that, I can almost assuredly tell you. Huge right now to the rib cage by Demented Bradley on G-Money, who uncharacteristically is showing early signs of fatigue and wear. Real life freaks. Are certainly the fan favorite in this one. Oh, wait a minute now. Jim Stone getting involved on the outside. Oh, Joe King certainly falling for the trickeration, as it were, of one Jim Stone, and then just eating a clothesline from another world from G-Money, and finds himself early on in trouble here. To his feet, though, is King. Oh, my! What a drop kick by Jim Stone. That drop kick has been honed, practiced, and perfected over certainly a long period of time, as it is nearly flawless in its application and presentation, and is probably one of the most demonic, evil drop kicks this broadcaster's ever witnessed. Man was 4 feet above the top rope, totally, completely parallel to the ground when it landed into the face of one Joe King. And I mean, how Joe King is able to continue here boggles the mind, but then again, it is Joe King. Does he feel pain? Oh! Oh! Or does it just bleed into adrenaline? Because it never seems to have any effect negatively on Joe or Bradley for that matter. But how could you possibly tell? And now it will be Demented Bradley once again into the foray here, landing right upon right into the jaw of one GM Stone. Oh, cross body now. And, oh, perhaps a receipt from earlier. G-Money out onto the floor right here, mere inches from the broadcast position, or was, as he is now crawling desperately back to the ring, has gotten to the apron but is not quite with us. He's here physically, but mentally he's somewhere else at the moment. Oh, wait a minute now. Might have been playing possum, as he indeed has the wherewithal to save his partner, who was in for something devious at the hands of real life freaks. Oh, wait a minute now. This could not be good. Oh, could it possibly be the end in this tournament? For real life freaks, it is.
Your winners, Jim Stone and G-Money XLG.
Oh. What a magical, monumental night thus far. MATW faithful, we're not even halfway through. Don't you go anywhere. This tournament, this night continues.
The following match is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first,
You hear the telltale sign that they have in fact gained
led to the ring by Brittany Marie, 2 members of the legendary Anderson family with a combined weight of 500 pounds. The Pain Train, Kristen Quinn, and ECW Original, the Rottweiler, C.W. Anderson. They are the Extreme Horsemen.
As the lovely April Bailey has just told you, the Extreme Horsemen led to the ring
And their
by
opponents,
Brittany Marie, having certainly gained the opportunity to continue through this tournament. Now, their opponents who await to be announced. This is going to be an amazing match, ladies and gentlemen.
from Yorktown, USA, with a combined weight of 480 pounds, Brutal Bob Evans and Top Tim Hughes, Tough Guy Inc.
And so MATW faithful in this tournament matchup, it will be Tough Guy Inc., Brutal Bob Evans, Tough Tim Hughes taking on possibly 2 of the toughest men they've ever faced in C.W. Anderson and Preston Quinn, who little locker room antics ensue as Tough Tim Hughes. I got it. Thank you, Bob. All right. And the ceremonial towel of Brutal Bob Evans being cast here to the broadcast position. I am being eyed by one C.W. Anderson. The man doesn't like me, ladies and gentlemen, and that's quite okay with me. I'm not sure what I ever did to him. But tell the truth, and I'll tell the truth here. I'm not so sure Tough Guy Inc. is going to make it through this roadblock. This isn't a hurdle. This is a dam. This is a wall. This is the Extreme Horsemen, who have nothing to prove but everything to gain. If they can somehow find their way around Tough Guy Inc., I think they go through them. My broadcast partner certainly not with me tonight, Alexander B. Thomas. He is sorely missed, maybe. The voice of reason indeed, and the man who keeps me between the ditches. Referee Todd Myers is awaiting to ready everyone to the signaling of the bell, calls for it, and indeed gets it. It'll be Tough Tim Hughes and the Rottweiler C.W. Anderson starting things off in this one. The steely-eyed gaze of one of the toughest customers in the sport. Collar and elbow now. Starting things off. So it won't start off as a street fight, thank goodness. Oh, wait a minute now. CW backing. Tough Tim Hughes into the far corner. Oh, missing. Thank goodness with that left. Tim Hughes' teeth would have been all into the front and second row of this arena known as the MATW Studios. Wrist lock now. Into a headlock by Tough Tim Hughes. Oh, casting him off is C.W. Anderson, but finding the wrong end of a shoulder tackle is the aforementioned Anderson, and now hip toss by Tough Tim Hughes, followed by a thunderous slam. One must certainly say that it is uncommon and quite uncanny when C.W. Anderson can't find an early advantage. The one he opts for is tagging his partner, who has now entered this contest, as will the man on the other side of this squared circle. Brutal Bob Evans now tagged in and has gone to work on the big man from Gloucester, Virginia. The pain train indeed. Preston Quinn, who absorbs a shoulder tackle on his own, administered by Brutal Bob, who now wrenches in again on that headlock. The tag team division is ablaze here at MATW and culminates to this broadcast, where we will indeed crown the first ever duo to wear the MATW Tag Team Championship. Tough Tim Hughes has somehow raised this standing room only crowd into a frenzy. Oh, wait, missing with a left is Quinn. Headlock takeover now by Brutal Bob. And the action now has somewhat simmered to a low boil. I think it's the calm before the storm, which is inevitable whenever these two men in green, black, and purple get together. Stormy weather always follows. And it usually results in whomever they're facing nursing a grocery list of injury. Oh my! Big right by Brutal Bob Evans. The Rottweiler did not see that coming, and certainly this broadcaster didn't either. And it is uncustomary when one can say that someone has gotten the better of one C.W. Anderson, but Brutal Bob Evans most definitely did so. What these Anderson family members are most definitely noted for, their mastering of the art of tag team wrestling. Don't be fooled, ladies and gentlemen. The two men in blue, red, white, and blue, know a little something about it also. The Rottweiler has now re-entered the contest, tagged by Quinn. Oh, wait. Quick tag now made again by this duo. Big shin to the back by Quinn. And now the left arm of Brutal Bob being almost ripped out of the socket, and now we go to school, as it were. Find a weak spot, enter the building, and take everything in it. That is exactly what is happening before our very eyes in this ring. Find the weak entry point, get in, get everything, and get out. Brutal Bob is no stranger to throwing the Duke. Certainly he's going to have a hard time doing so. That left wing has taken its bludgeoning at the hands of the Horsemen here. But wait a little, fighting Brutal Bob. Several rights now finding the rib cage and midsection of the Rottweiler, courtesy of one Brutal Bob, but that left arm is in excruciating pain, or certainly seems to be. Anderson with leverage, leaning back and leaning in with all his weight, tagging his partner now. Tim Hughes dispatched to the floor. I can't see him from the broadcast position here, but I'm telling you, he ate a right hand that would have knocked the average man silly. Finding his way back to the apron, thank goodness, is tough Tim Hughes. And it is the Extreme Horsemen. Of late, having their way with Tough Guy Inc. and Brutal Bob has been involved in this contest in an agonizing 2-3 minutes where he has been subject to every punch, kick, shin, anything that these two determined men representing the Extreme Horsemen can throw at that left arm. How Brutal Bob was able to garner the strength and wherewithal to get that done. Oh, wait! Both men now have made tags. It will be, oh my! Huge right by Tough Tim Hughes. And will he be able to absolutely smash CW with the sidewalk slam? He did. And now all four members in this one are in the ring. Brutal Bob trying to throw that right and met with certain unconsciousness as that big boot of C.W. Anderson lays out Brutal Bob just 5 feet from the broadcast position. Oh, and the younger member of Tough Guy, Tough Tim Hughes, is going to have to go it alone for a moment. I'm not so sure he can, and I'm right.
And your winners, the Pain Train, Preston Quinn, and ECW Original, the Rottweiler, C.W. Anderson, the Extreme Horsemen.
It has indeed happened. The number 1 seed has found the way through many ways of matriculating up the ladder toward tag team glory.
The following match is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first,
LGG money is X. LGG song is X. LG, put your hands on your X. LG, let's go. You're doing big business.
Fayetteville, North Carolina, with a combined weight of 480 pounds,
And MATW faithful, you hear that music cascading throughout the speaker system in the MATW studios for a reason. This dynamic duo of athletic prowess has indeed advanced to this round of the tournament. I'm talking about XLG, G-Money, Jim Stone, athletic anomalies for certain.
And their opponents. From the Carolinas with a combined weight of 342 pounds, Christopher Prince and Nathan Cross, they are Bad Magic.
And ladies and gentlemen, as much as I would love to tell you, I knew in my heart of hearts that this young upstart duo known as Bad Magic had every chance of matriculating through the tournament themselves. Wait a minute. The look on the faces of XLG tells the tale, as Christopher Prince said in no uncertain terms, hey, move out of the way. I got a crowd to please, will you? XLG dumbfounded by the antics of one Christopher Prince, who he looks in the mirror and sees a man the size of Jim Stone. But as I was alluding to, ladies and gentlemen, that is moreover to my point. This young upstart tag team who seems to always be outweighed, who seems to sometimes even be outnumbered, will never be outclassed, will never ever show any kind of wear that they don't claw fight their way to their feet after receiving. XLG now in a pregame ritual I gotta tell you, MATW faithful, main event Brent talking to you. As good old Brent, I don't think Bad Magic has much of a chance in this one. As painful as it is for me to admit that. I think XLG is just too honed. I think they are just too athletic. They are everything you want to see in an elite athlete. Size meets speed, meets agility, meets know-how, meets no chance for Bad Magic. Boy, I hope I'm wrong. Referee Todd Myers signaling for the opening bell. It has sounded. We are off and running. Capacity crowd here at MATW Studios is letting XLG know just how they feel about their antics and tomfoolery. Collar and elbow now, it'll be G-Money. And the aforementioned Christopher Prince starting it off in this one. Oh boy, heavy wrist lock being applied by G-Money. Christopher Prince, oh wait now. Oh, very athletically to his feet and reverses into a wrist lock of his own. Oh, very game attempt at a duplication of the quite impressive moves of one Christopher Prince. However, G-Money unable to get it done. Ooh. Finding his shoulders there momentarily is Christopher Prince. It could have been curtains very early on, perhaps. Reversal now again by Christopher Prince, leaning his 180. And I think that's maybe a stretch. But for the intents and purposes of this broadcast, we'll say 180 pounds is Christopher Prince. He was leaning all his weight into that wrist lock. Boy, head scissor takeover now by the young Prince, tagging his partner. We'll see if Nathan Cross can continue the momentum here. Good or bad, any magic these young men can find and produce will be welcomed. Oh my! Both members of Bad Magic going to work on G-Money. Only a two. Only a two by referee Todd Myers. And ladies and gentlemen, certainly as heated as this tournament has been to this point, don't forget, coming up in this broadcast, it will be newly crowned champ, MATW heavyweight champ, to be sure, Doug Delicious, taking on the challenge of the blue chipper, Chase Emery. As it was ballyhooed and discussed, certainly, and set social media on fire, that most of the egregious acts Doug Delicious needed, only a 2 count now by referee Todd Myers. As the blistering action continues in this match, at any rate, stay tuned as there will be a defense of the newly crowned MATW heavyweight champs title, Doug Delicious taking on the blue chipper, Chase Emery. Don't go anywhere, and certainly please log on to matwonline.com. Any, every, all things MATW can be found there. Oh, wow! What an impressive battering ram-like maneuver, as it was G-Money who just slung the young Christopher Prince right into his partner Jim Stone, and it was the equate of a traffic accident of monumental proportions. Oh! Oh, sidewalk slam now, and I mean perfect in its application, or in its delivery rather, from Jim Stone. Chris Prince, you're gonna have to absolutely kill this young man to stop him. I don't know how he has made it to his feet after some 2 minutes of knee, elbow, sidewalk slam at all. Christopher Prince now being asked the question this entire arena knows the answer to: do you give it up? No is the answer given to Todd Myers. Christopher Prince, crazy brave or foolishly tough, you be the judge. Christopher Prince will not stop. And now a bear hug being applied by the 270-pound veteran from Vietnam, or Fayetteville, as it were, North Carolina. Jim Stone wrenching the life, the much-needed oxygen of one Christopher Prince. But wait a minute, he is free for the moment. Wait, high back body, but lands on his feet, and now has made the tag. Nathan Cross enters this ring and is making a difference. Head scissor takeover. Huge drop kick. Nathan Cross will not be denied. G-Money is out here on the floor. Bewildered, befuddled, and certainly, oh my, wondering what in the world has happened to him. Only a 2 count. Only a 2 count. And now, oh my, Prince has been dispatched over the top rope, but wait a minute. I didn't see exactly how he did it, but he somehow lands on the apron. Nathan Cross was in the ring by himself with both members of XLG, but now it is Jim Stone who has been left alone to fight off both members of Bad Magic who have gone to the high rent district. Will this be? Could it possibly be? It is! It is! The end of the road for who many thought were the dark horse favorites in this one. They have been defeated. XLG. Oh, wait a minute now. G-Money has, oh, wait a minute. Now, certainly Bad Magic has earned their right to continue onward in this tournament. XLG is showing their disfavor the only way they know how, and that is by laying a beating onto this young duo. Bad Magic, Christopher Prince is out, totally out. But, oh my goodness, this young man is, oh, wait a minute. Maybe perhaps playing possum a bit was Chris Prince. Oh. Holy mackerel. XLG the losers, but really, how much has Bad Magic lost in that bludgeoning at the hands of this very unhappy XLG tornado that just blazed through the ring? Christopher Prince is desperately hurt. The heavier 8 tournament continues. And so MATW faithful, in a exit ramp of sorts from the vast highway that has been.
There is a title match scheduled for one fall with a time limit of 60 minutes. Introducing first.
In an off-ramp that has been the wide highway that has been this tournament, we veer off.
From Bowling Springs, North Carolina, weighing in at 229 pounds, he is Chase Emery.
We veer off the tournament road just for a moment.
And his opponent, from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, weighing in at 245 pounds, he is the MATW Heavyweight Champion, Don DeLucia.
But I can tell you, there will be no rest at this rest stop. As I was trying to allude to, the vast highway that has been this tournament, we take a short break from, ladies and gentlemen, to sneak in a match to determine is Doug Delicious certainly worthy of wearing the MATW Heavyweight Championship. Main event, Brent Fleener here alongside no one tonight but an empty chair that would be the voice of reason, Alexander B. Thomas. I am without my partner, but I guarantee you this night has had several teams that haven't missed partners. What a night it has been. What a monumental tournament it has been to this point. We have, in fact, determined who will square off for the MATW Tag Team Championship. It will, in fact, be the Anomalies, Bad Magic versus, well, quite honestly, the two men everyone expected and knew would be here, the Extreme Horsemen. But ladies and gentlemen, more on that in a moment. It will be the Blue Chipper challenging current, reigning, defending, but certainly not undisputed MATW Heavyweight Champion Doug Delicious, ladies and gentlemen. Test of strength now by the young Emery. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us yet again. A night of champions indeed. This capacity crowd has greeted the champ with a cheer that he detests. The look of absolute disdain on his face tells the tale. The Blue Chipper, Chase Emery. As we rewind the clock a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, it was some 6.5, 7 days ago, or maybe a little longer, time escapes me. MATW Competition Committee, led by President Cowboy Ron Kitchen, decided, after scrutinizing footage of the Heavyweight tournament, it was decided, hey, the champ took certain liberties, but we're not going to strip him of the title. However, the man who was the victim of the majority of those actions, the Blue Chipper, the natural, Chase Emery, will be given the opportunity for a do-over and challenges the champ tonight for all the marbles. One of the most prestigious titles in our sport, the MATW Heavyweight Championship. Collar and elbow now, followed by a headlock, which is followed by a nice takeover by the Blue Chipper, who, my goodness, from the look at his face, you can see every ounce he has is being expended into that big, huge headlock. Doug Delicious, no small individual, certainly. That can also be said by the challenger. A young man who spends a good portion of his time in the gym and honing his craft. Can he somehow overcome the obstacle that is Doug Delicious and wear the title that makes this company tick? The MATW Heavyweight Championship. Ooh. The young Emery casting off the champ into the ropes, but was met with a huge shoulder tackle. The weight, high hip toss now, and another. Oh, huge boot style to the chest, courtesy of one of the best drop kicks in the game. Referee Bill Olson now urging the young Emery to back away, giving the champ a moment, who is out on the floor opposite the broadcast position. I really can't get a good peek as to what's happening. I do see his head now. The champ is conscious and has made his way to his feet. And is, oh, wait a minute now. Chase Emery has had enough of the waiting. Chases the champ outside. Might not be the best of ideas. Oh, another drop kick by Emery. Oh, 2 1/8 by referee Bill Olson. And now the young Chase Emery has most certainly punched in, has gone to work. These two individuals, no strangers to one another, but are getting reacquainted here. The only way they know how. And that is by wrestling combat the way it should be done. Very briefly, pull of the hair by the champ was abruptly stopped by referee Bill Olson. Now that headlock still being dialed in and viced up by Emery, but wait, the champ is to his feet, and now he has grabbed the challenger around the waist, but going to work now with forearms to the rib cage of Emery. Has cast him off, and I'm not so sure Delicious knows exactly. Oh, wait a minute, I think he was playing possum. Only for a moment, a brief spark of offense, enough to give the champ a moment to get his breath, and has seen the rougher side of Chase Emery for sure for the past 2 minutes. It has been all Emery. Oh, backbreaker right across the knee. That might go a long way in slowing down the challenger, at least for a moment. And now the young Emery has found his way to that second rope, and it was unwise as the champ followed him to it and dragged that big thigh of his right across the back of the neck of Emery and started the guillotine-like choke maneuver. Oh, yeah. Nothing delicious about that, ladies and gentlemen. We do apologize. We try to keep things PG around here. The champ having no part of morality and good, clean ethics, certainly. But taking nothing away from the champ, as picture-perfect proof of what I just said, he flung the young Emery into that far corner as if he were nothing in weight. Oh, wrenching back. Oh, wait a minute now. Reversal by the challenger. Only a 2 count, but wow. Oh. That clothesline sent Emery off his feet as if gravity had somehow left this building for a moment. Man. Thunderous in its delivery was that clothesline. Emery has been knocked silly by it. However, is trying desperately to get to his feet, is helped up by the champ, only to be raked across that top rope, temporarily blinding the challenger, and then another massive clothesline by the champ. And here we go again. I know his name is Doug Delicious, but you hear what this crowd has nicknamed the champ, and the name disgusting, the word disgusting, echoing through MATW studios for good reason. Oh, big elbow to the crown of the skull of Emery by the champ. Big fist now to the forehead of the challenger by the champ. And it has most definitely been a whole lot of Doug Delicious here of late in this one. Oh, just snapping off. That flip is the champ on the neck and head of Chase Emery. And now the champ sitting up in absolute disdain, can't believe what he thought may have been a slow count by referee Bill Olson. I don't think so. Referee Billy Olson, some veteran of better than a decade in this business, has called some of the most important matches in independent wrestling that I certainly am aware of, is as right down the line as any other official you'll ever meet or talk to. And now, Chase Emery, oh! Huge clothesline of his own coming out of that far corner, and now an elbow by Emery. Meeting the jaw and chin of the champ, followed by a missile-like shoulder tackle. Oh, only two. Only two. Boy, if only. Oh. Chase Emery now charging Rhino-like toward the champ. Huge power slam. Oh. Think what you will of him. Say what you will about him. The intestinal fortitude to kick out of that monstrous power slam says all it needs to about the champ. How he was able to kick out of that, the words escape me. He wasn't, however, able to do it. And now Emery, oh. Boy, the more things change, the more they stay the same in this one. Oh, wait a minute now. That just very wisely. Now listen, we all know getting disqualified here will get him the L. However, wait a minute now. The champ, after pushing referee Bill Olson twice, then goes to the side of his head with a huge back elbow, and referee Bill Olson is nowhere to be seen from this broadcast position. I'm not sure if he's unconscious. I'm not even sure on which side of the ring he is on, but he is definitely on the floor. Wait a minute. Russian leg sweep now by Chase Emery. Could it possibly? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my word. It has happened.
And your winner,
wait a minute now.
Qualified for striking a referee.
And your winner by disqualification, Chase Emery.
Yeah.
And the bell remains with Dog Delicious.
For the love of Pete. So your winner in this one, the blue chipper Chase Emery. However, as a result of which, of course, according to MATW guidelines, the belt cannot change hands under disqualification. Therefore, Doug Delicious retains the MATW Heavyweight Championship. What a chip! Referee Todd Myers can't believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived to the point where the rubber meets the road.
following match is a title match scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit.
Preach it, sister.
Introducing first. Led to the ring by Brittany Marie, two members of the legendary Anderson family with a combined weight of 500 pounds. The Pain Train, Kristen Quinn, and ECW original, the Rottweiler, C.W. Anderson. They are the Extreme Horsemen.
MATW Faithful main event, Brent Fleener here with you. It is, in fact, the main event of the evening. I can't help
From the Carolinas with a combined weight of 342 pounds, Christopher Prince and Nathan Cross. They are Bad Magic.
Ladies and gentlemen, the broadcaster in me knows that it is wrong. The fan in me has shunned my non-biased clause. I cannot tell you how much I would love to see the two young men who have just entered the MATW studios and subsequently the ring, how much I would love for them to leave this building as your new MATW Tag Team Champions. The broadcaster in me, however, knows it is virtually impossible for these two men to do so, because the tandem they face across the ring has prepared their entire lifetimes for this very moment in time. The Extreme Horsemen, Anderson trained, Anderson family, Anderson pride versus any magic at all will be welcomed, Bad Magic included. Ladies and gentlemen, who will be the inaugural first ever MATW Tag Team Champions? Wow. I can only wish that my broadcast partner, whom I sorely miss tonight, Alexander B. Thomas, were here. I would love to hear his thoughts, although I know what they'd be, and they would mirror what I just said. There is no one, and I mean no one in this building, watching this broadcast, or certainly in the offices of MATW that gives the very colorful, beclothed duo of Bad Magic any chance in heck of doing the unthinkable. And that is unseating the number one seed in this tournament, the Extreme Horsemen. The fan in me is having a real hard time masking the excitement that I feel right now. Ladies and gentlemen, opening bell has been sounded, and we are off and running. So starting off this one, our championship match in this tournament, it'll be the impromptu leader of Bad Magic, as I see it, Christopher Prince, facing off against the enforcer of the Extreme Horsemen, the Pain Train, Preston Quinn. Collar and elbow, oh, wait a minute now, backed into the near corner here is the young Christopher Prince, who is sacrificing some 50, 60, dear Lord, maybe 70 pounds to the bigger Preston Quinn. Wow. How could Bad Magic Firemen's takeover now by Preston Quinn, a man who never ceases to amaze the plethora of moves and maneuvers he possesses, going to work on the left arm now of Prince since the outset in this. Oh, standing fireman's carry and a huge elbow to the crown of the head of Christopher Prince. And now Quinn mockingly kicking the young Christopher Prince to the corner as if he were a piece of garbage or just something in his way. And that, quite frankly, is how the Extreme Horseman views Bad Magic. Just something else in the way to what they came here for. And ladies and gentlemen, who could certainly disagree? We have seen both these teams matriculate up the ladder through this tournament tonight. One would certainly say that the Extreme Horsemen had a little bit easier a path to follow, and were certainly not jumped at the conclusion of their semifinal match as Bad Magic was. My goodness, what a body slam by the Rottweiler. C.W. Anderson, who now makes a tag to his cohort and partner. Oh, wait a minute. Cross-body block. Futile. Oh, wait a minute, though. Not so much so when propelled by your partner, as was the case here as Nathan Cross coming off that top rope and adding just enough leverage to dispatching both the Extreme Horsemen off their feet. And now the young Nathan Cross was in somewhat control, and then immediately, oh, gut wrench suplex, perfect in its delivery. And I mean planting Nathan Cross like a landscape spike in the middle of the ring was Quinn. Holy Toledo, what a matchup. What a matchup. Early on, it has been a whole lot of the Anderson family, the Extreme Horsemen, and sudden outbursts of Bad Magic. Will it be enough? Could it possibly? Oh boy. Completely Aloft in suplex position is Nathan Cross. C.W. Anderson showing his uncanny strength at lofting the young Nathan Cross. Above his head for several seconds. And now Cross showing the wear of that suplex. Dispatched to his corner where his partner awaits and can take every advantage. Is Nathan Cross, who is now showing just how much that bludgeoning has taken out of him, but of late has shown a little fight. Oh! And then the red light. In the way of a huge clothesline. Landing right across the throat of the young Nathan Cross. The Extreme Horsemen have had their way. Oh, most of the way in this one. How that wasn't 3, I'll never be able to explain. Nathan Cross kicked out of that. I have no reason to believe he did it or how he did it. But we find ourselves with a match ensuing. Oh, wait a minute now. Offense indeed by the young Nathan Cross, and C.W. Anderson just may be unconscious. Holy smoke. Could he possibly be able to get to his feet? C.W. Anderson has found his way to his partner for the tag, as has Cross. Both teams now have new members entered into the foray. Oh, huge flying fist by Christopher Prince. Kips up, goes back to work. Oh, wait a minute. And slithering down the back of PQ is Chris Prince. Oh, dear Hannah. What a clothesline by C.W. Anderson. I mean, eradicating Christopher Prince, but wait a minute. Bad magic, double drop kick. C.W. Anderson is out on the floor. Preston Quinn is winded himself in his corner and has wandered out to the center of the ring, met by huge flying drop kicks from the top rope. Oh my, can it happen? Oh, wait a minute now, C.W. Anderson. That would have been 3. That would have been 3. Indescribably, it would have been 3. But C.W. Anderson, veteran-like and very wisely, grabbing the leg of Todd Myers, dragging him out of the ring. Oh, wait a minute now. Attempting a suplex was Anderson. Oh. Oh, my. That just might be the maneuver that shuts the door on the magic, good or bad. That is bad magic. The Pain Train just planning Christopher Prince in the middle of the ring, who is out on the shoulders. He is bewildered. Oh, wait, was he? Is he? Wait a minute. Oh, my! Oh, my goodness! just happened?
Time ever MATW Tag Team Champions.
Oh!
Christopher Prince and Nathan
Bad magic!
Bad Magic.
They've done it! Ladies and gentlemen, until we meet again, main event Brent Fleeter not being able to believe what I just saw. Please log on to matwonline.com. Ladies and gentlemen, we have tag champs. They are Bad Magic.
I guess them horsemen need to ride on a different planet tonight, Daddy. I want y'all to give it up for the hardest two working men in professional wrestling. And your new tag team champions. Young men. Young men. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could. Holy smokes. You know, good or bad, any magic you'll take, won't you? Let me tell you something. I might get emotional. I gotta be honest with you. I, embarrassingly enough, as much as I care for you two young men, as much as I think of you as young men, I, along with a lot of people, gave you zero chance. You were outweighed. You were never out-wrestled. You were never out-hearted. And by God, you were never outclassed. And therefore, you are the first ever MATW Tag Team Champions! God! I'm speechless. I cannot believe it. Guys, what we witnessed here was magical, no doubt.
Thank you to the fans. Thank you to the MATW staff. We love all of you. This is only the beginning of Bad Magic.
You're sitting right here, Jack. This ain't a bop it, so you better not get it twisted. Bad Magic, MATW, first champs. We're here to stay, Yorktown. I love you. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a